Hey, I've got a question for you. Do you have a cable bill or a phone bill or any other monthly bill for things like internet or home security? Of course you do. Well, guess what? You're probably being overcharged, and you're not alone. Millions of Americans are overpaying on their monthly bills to the tune of $60 billion a year. What if you could pay less for the exact same services? No, really, no change. And then use that extra money for things that make your life better, like a family vacation, college tuition, or simply taking some me time. Sound too good to be true? It's not. You can put your savings on autopilot. We'll analyze your bills and negotiate on your behalf, so you won't pay any more than you should for the essential services you use every day. You don't pay unless we can save you money. When we lower your bills, we'll split the savings with you, and you'll get the same or better service than you have today for less money and no hassle. We know because we've already saved our customers millions of dollars on their essential services like mobile phone, internet, cable, and more. You send us your bills, we lower them. It's that simple. Stop overpaying today. Send us your bills. That's all it takes to start living your life better.
Hello, everybody. This is Christy Howard, also known as Cashflow Christy from Atlanta, Georgia. And I am honored to be able to tell you guys how amazing MWR Financial has been, not only to me, for a ton of people that I know. So my journey personally started in October of 2019. Was introduced to the company, decided it was a no-brainer, shared it with a couple of people. Guys, do you realize within my first 30 days, I was able to create with this amazing compensation plan a $2,500 a month residual income that was guaranteed. Now, I've been in companies before, but one word I never heard when it came to a compensation plan was guaranteed. So here I am 30 days in, I've secured a $2,500 residual income. And I was like, you know what? It's really time to go to work now. It works. The company is paying. Let's do this. By month number 6, I was over $8,000 a month. By month 7.5, that grew to over 5 figures a month in my first 8 months of being with this business. Now, one amazing accomplishment was the fact that I was able to become the company's first woman to achieve the $1 million residual ring earners club. And not only that, they allowed me to design the ring because I hit the position first. So here it is. This is the ring that all of the ladies will wear. Y'all know I had to add the diamonds. The fellas' ring looked like the Super Bowl ring, but I had to do something different with ours. So ladies, come on, join us on this journey because we are looking for some more amazing, amazing women to be walking around wearing this ring as well. To MWR, to Brian House, thank you so much for having the vision to create this company that allows me to have the freedom and flexibility. A lot of times people get caught up in the money. For me, the money is great. But what's more impactful, more powerful to me than the money is the freedom and flexibility to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, without having to ask for anybody's permission. So thank you so much. I hope this testimony will impact somebody out there somewhere. Thanks a lot, guys.
Good evening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this event on tonight, our Wealth Syndicate. I am your host on this evening.
Wait a minute. You got to unmute yourself.
Unmute it.
She's good, Brian. I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, try now.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our event on tonight, the Wealth Syndicate. I am your host, Tia Glenn, and I am excited. I am in the DMV. I see you guys checking in from all over the United States on this evening. You are in for a treat tonight. So if you are not in a quiet space, I encourage you to get in a quiet space because you are going to want to pay careful attention on tonight and take copious notes because the gentleman that I'm about to bring to the stage on tonight, you do not want to miss anything he says. Mr. Brian N. Bean is going to be gracing us tonight. And this gentleman, he retired at the age of 22, y'all. 22 years old. He has worked with Fortune 500 companies. He is a millionaire. He knows how to invest money, how to make money, multiply money, and most importantly, protect money. He is a master trainer. He has been coined the greatest trainer of all times. He is a mentor, but most importantly, he is humble, y'all. There are not many millionaires that I know that are here on a Wednesday night trying to drop nuggets that can change the financial trajectory of your life. So you are in the right place at the right time. And if you're looking for a change or some great information financially, you are in the right place. So definitely buckle your seatbelt as I bring to the stage on tonight my mentor, my friend, Mr. Brian N. Bean. Brian, are you ready?
I am here. Miss Tia, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Well, first of all, let me not let you go. Thank you so much for leading our flow movement, right? First ladies of wealth, you did a great job on Mondays. If you guys don't already know, every Monday at the same time on this same Zoom, flow stands for First Ladies of Wealth. And Miss Gail Andrews and Tia Glenn led that movement this past Monday. And it's going to get better and better and better. We're going to be back here next Monday. Sorry, fellas, y'all are not allowed. But y'all do me a favor, man. Come off mute and give it up for Miss Tia Glenn. Hit the space bar, hit the space bar, hit the space bar. Great spot, man. Listen, we are live on Facebook. If you guys want to make sure you share this information, you can share it out to all of your peers. Let me turn the captions on as well, right? I've learned this new caption thing, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut them on so you guys can, we have a community of hearing impaired that actually can sign and to one another and read the captions as well. And even our Spanish community or our Latino community can translate this in Spanish. So I want to make sure that those features are turned on, and I appreciate everybody. Listen, I won't keep you guys long. Somebody brought you here because they cared enough about you to share with you one of America's best kept secrets. The good news is it won't be a secret for long. We're showing people the private sector, meaning the private side of wealth, as opposed to the public side of poverty. What I learned in school was to go to work, no problem, or go to school to finish, no problem, go to work, no problem, study hard, no problem. But what I found out was that public information is not always the best when it relates to my finances. It wasn't until I got the keys to the vault and pulled back the curtains and had some mentors who took me under their wings that showed me the private information that they will never teach you in schools, okay? Type in the comments, we want private. Type, we want private. If you're ready for us to pull back the curtains tonight and show you guys the private side of things. Let me take you guys on a quick journey. And I'm not a long-winded kind of person. I want to get right into this, right? If our motto is we don't just live, where lifestyle and legacy connect. In other words, we don't just live a legacy, we leave it. So what we do in Make Wealth Real is make sure that the two things that most people want, you want a lifestyle, you want to provide, a roof over your head, but at the same time, you want to enjoy it. But you also want to live that lifestyle while making sure that those behind you have a better opportunity. Here's what we have in common, though. Most of us watching this presentation, most of us on this Zoom, whether you're watching it live right now or whether you see the replay, most of us have a job, have a business. You may already be wealthy, right? You may be an athlete, entertainer, or actor. You might be an influencer. You might own a business. You might have a job. Nothing wrong with any of those things. But here's what I found out, that most people don't know what to do with the money. And it's because most of us have actually been lied to. You understand? We haven't figured out yet that since you were born, the truth hasn't been revealed to you about wealth. The truth hasn't been revealed to you about money. And a lot of people don't even know what to do with the money. I'll give you guys a great example. I live here in Atlanta, Georgia. Evander Holyfield used to have a $200 million net worth. He has a huge estate about 15 minutes from where I live. He lost it all to Rick Ross, who got it for pennies on the dollar. They say NFL players, 5 years, about 60% of them, 5 years after retirement, have to file bankruptcy, right? I saw Nicolas Cage lose $10 million. He had made $10 million movies and had to start all over. This is Nicolas Cage now, Face Off and John Travolta and all these movies. What that tells you is most people don't know what to do with the money. So if most people don't know what to do with the money, and even wealthy people lose a lot of money, and somebody like MC Hammer can go from 30 million down to nothing. And I'm so glad to see he's rebounded. A lot of y'all are really sleeping on MC Hammer. He's rebounded. Mike Tyson has rebounded. But why do we put ourselves through those things where we make all those mistakes? We've been lied to, guys. What we do on this Zoom every Wednesday night, same time, same Zoom. What the ladies do, Flo, First Ladies of Wealth, every Monday, same time, same Zoom, is pull the curtain back. Let me tell you why most of us struggle. Not only have you been lied to, we don't have these wealth resources. I never learned multiple streams of income, asset accumulation, positive cash flow. I never learned about generational wealth. Nobody pulled me aside and told me these things. Well, in Make Wealth Real, that's our company name, and that's what we actually live. We make wealth real, and this will no longer be a secret by the time we're finished with you. We give you all of those resources in one spot. Imagine a big bucket, everything regarding your credit, everything regarding your debt, everything regarding student loans, everything regarding wanting to get a house, everything regarding the IRS and taxes, everything regarding investments, everything regarding trust funds. Can y'all imagine all of that being under one roof? And now the truth is being revealed to remove all those lies we've been taught all over the years. Can y'all really imagine that? I want you to think about this for a second. Let me show you who put this thing together. Mr. Brian House, the brains behind it all, said, you know what? I live a great lifestyle. I've had $1 million companies before, and I'm not afraid to say that people would never know this information if they weren't taught. So he put together a staff of individuals who have different areas of expertise. Mr. Brian House is on the far left. That's the owner and the founder and the visionary of Make Wealth Real. Now, who better to help you make wealth real than somebody who has done it? Surrounded by multimillionaires, has already built 3 multi-million-dollar companies, and said, you know what? On this 4th one, we're going to include a bunch of other people. Everybody do me a favor. Come off mute and say, other people is me. Everybody come off mute. Other people is me.
People is me.
So he said, look, let's include some other people on this journey this time, right? What good is being all the way at the top if you're the only person there? So what we did was we put all of these resources in a membership. That's our service. That's our product. The wealth membership includes basically everything you ever wanted to know about money. And now you can walk around on your cell phone. You can walk around with social media. You can walk around with the internet and everything else you're doing and get wealthy. Let's look at some of the things that are in it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I went over everything that was in this, we'd be here all night. So let me just pull out some what I call 4 basic pillars. And then I'm going to show you guys 4 platforms that you can stand on, right? I'm going to show you 4 pillars. Then I'm going to show you 4 premium services that we can stand on. What about on the left side, getting the IRS out of your pocket and stop being afraid of Uncle Sam by getting your taxes not only done, which is included in the membership, but lowered. That's right. Your taxes are your biggest expense. Let's get them lower. What about now taking that money from the government because you're not paying taxes so much anymore, as much, and now you're lowering your debt? That's right. Your debt is your second largest expense. Do you all know if we just got rid of those 2? If this membership just got rid of those 2, brought your taxes all the way down, right? Not tax evasion, but tax minimization. And then brought your debt all the way down. You know, most of y'all on this Zoom would be happy campers just from that. But I didn't finish. What about getting your credit scores on the left increased? My credit score went from a 734 to a 777 to an 820. So 734 wasn't bad. but now they're taking me in the back. Now with that 820, it's a little different when you get cookies and champagne and they call you Mr. Bean. I tell you, they treat you at the bank a little bit different. I'll give you this much. They don't give me a sucker anymore when I leave. Stop taking those suckers and lollipops from the bank. That's a subliminal message. We're going to show you guys in a second how our membership with Make Wealth Real helps you become the bank. So if I can get your taxes down, your debt down, your expenses down, because we negotiate your bills on your behalf and get them down, membership has its privileges. And then I can show you how to get your credit scores up and get paid up to $15,000 per day. Would you be interested in sticking around for a few minutes to hear from people who are making that happen? They are actually making wealth real. People are buying 10 acres of land overseas. People are getting, like myself, I have a condominium now in Dubai. So when I visit, I got my own place to stay. And when I'm not there, it's making me money every single day because of the compensation plan. People are getting a private reserve account, which is where you become the bank. You mean to tell me all of this? These are courses or classes? No. You ever heard me say anything about classes and courses and modules that you take? Everybody put this in the comments. It's done for you. The membership is education. Will you learn a lot? Yes, but it's education via implementation. There's a big difference between some course and some class and some guru telling you what to do and firms and companies that have done it for 10, 20, 30 years, partnering with us and doing it for you. Now, let me let you off the hook in case you thought this was expensive. $149 per month gives you access to everything in the membership. I didn't tell you about the mobile app for all you business owners that helps you organize all those receipts and get the government out your pocket. I didn't tell you about the legal team that's at your disposal at huge discounts. I didn't even tell you really about the bill negotiation company that so far has saved us $10.2 million from our bills. Do you all know with just the pillar services, like those couple of pillars I mentioned just now, before I get into the premium services, do you all know with just those pillars, the average member saves $2,000 a month? Now, come off mute and say I, if you're willing to trade 3 figures, 149, for an average of 2 figures per month. Come off mute and say I, if the math is mathing. Let me just make sure y'all stay. He's been struggling financially his whole life. He's seen me become a millionaire. He was there in my 20s when I lost my first million, to be honest with you guys. And when I started recovering in my 30s and became a millionaire again, you know what he's still saying? Well, Brian, I just don't understand how y'all get rich. I don't understand how y'all do it. I said, you know what? All ships rise with the tide. See, when I show you guys that you're in the right place at the right time, it's just whether or not you recognize it. When I show you guys that the only thing keeping you from what you really, your own thoughts, show you guys 3 figures of you guys automatic thought was a bill, because the old you is on one shoulder, the new you is on this shoulder. The old you said, I can't afford that. The new you was like, no, you can't afford not to invest 149 if it's bringing you higher credit scores, lower taxes, lower debt, better interest rates. You can't afford not to do it. What about the premium services? Let's look at how you can even become your own, or you can become a homeowner. Yes, we have a program that walks you through renting to home ownership. And not only that, the biggest things that keep you from a house is your down payment, your credit score, and your income ratio. It kind of sounds like we work on those 3 hurdles automatically in the membership. People are buying homes because they're now financially sound on and off paper. What about the per year, and then the government taxes the 10 cents that you made? See, if the bank is giving you a return return on your deposits, that means they're putting it somewhere else. A private reserve account doesn't ride the up and down of the stock market, so you don't lose your shirt like a lot of people did during the pandemic in their 401k. A diversified cash flow account is like a savings account on steroids. They both are putting your money where the bank is putting it. So if you can trust Wells Fargo, Chase, right, PNC, Bank of America, right? If you can trust Truist and your local community or your local credit union with your money, why can't you trust where they're putting it and just bypass the middleman? You still got access to it and you can't lose it because banks are putting it in there anyway. What about the ability now to become your own bank, borrow money from yourself, get uninterrupted compound interest, and pay yourself back on your own terms with no penalties? Yes, this is what wealthy people do. This is the private side of the information that the public will never even hear about. And 149 gives you exposure with a money back guarantee if you follow our steps, and then you say it did nothing for us. Can y'all imagine that? We're so confident in what we do. If you say this did nothing for me, I followed the steps and the track record and the pattern or the techniques that you gave me, and my cash flow didn't increase, my credit didn't change, my taxes didn't go down, my debt didn't improve. Hey, there's no harm, no foul. We're not here to hurt people. You are 100% guaranteed. What about land banking? You guys know what that means? You buying land wholesale in the path of growth. Brian, what's the path of growth? Well, the path of growth means commercial establishments, shopping malls, subdivisions. The Olympics, for example, in 2028 will be in Antelope Valley where our land is. Your membership gives you a discount on the land. You get the deed to the land, and the land has already grown over 30% since the purchase. See, let me put this together before I show you guys the content. We get paid a lot of different ways for doing something you do anyway, which is refer this membership. Let me put this all together. You all said, I wish I could have been there when Silicon Valley was a baby, right? Northern California. I wish I could have been there when Microsoft started. I wish I could have been there when Amazon started. Everybody wishes. You know what the problem is? Wishing is hindsight. It's easy to say that now. You got to have some vision to say, wait a minute. This land is in Southern California. Yes. The Olympics will be in Southern California in 5 years, not 2024, 2028. Yes. Our land is in prime real estate right in the middle of all that growth. Yes. Warren Buffett put $2 billion out in Antelope Valley, California for his clean green energy bullet train. And it's in that area. Yes. And that's where our land is. Yes. And we get a discount on the deeds and the acreage. Yes. What y'all talking about? Oh, you still talking about $149? Tell my friends all the time, oh, you still talking about the 149 and you missing millions because you can't see the vision. I guess that's why they call it vision. Here's the big one. Premium services. What about being able to minimize your taxes down to the 0.5% tax bracket? What about being able to protect yourself from lawsuits, judgments? What about being able to have a successor to your trust, not a beneficiary? A beneficiary is a person that gets taxed. A successor is a loved one who gets passed down to. What about the fact that we have a company and a firm and mentors who create what's called a complex trust? So now the Jeff Bezos of the world, the Oprah Winfrey's of the world, the Zuckerbergs of the world, you ever notice how they start disappearing off of Forbes magazine? You ever notice they're on there sometimes and sometimes be like, what happened to Oprah? She gets it. She's got trust set up. So you can't count her money. What about a huge discount on a bulletproof structure like a trust fund included in your membership? Where now for pennies on the dollar, you now have the private side of money, where for the longest you've been taught publicly to own everything, own your house, own your car, no, you actually don't want to own anything, because if you own something, it can be taken from you. If the trust owns it, you control it. Everybody come off mute and say, let's go. If you're ready to live like the Rockefellers and the Winfreys of the
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's do it.
I want to introduce you guys before I show you this amazing comp plan, and we're going to wrap up. I'm going to train you guys later on tonight on this exact same Zoom. I'll show you the training information. The training is called How to Earn 5 Figures a Week. How to earn 5 figures a week. Some people that are in our movement and in Make Wealth Real to come off mute real quick and just talk about what's happened to you personally. What have you experienced as a result? Raise your virtual hand. What have you experienced as a result of our experts in this membership helping you, and how it has in fact changed your life? All right, let's go, Miss Deborah Johnson. Talk to me real quick.
Hey, Brian, thank you for having me on. So my journey started with these lovely experts in this membership, with me increasing my credit score from 543 up to a 641. And that has helped me to also get an instant pay raise of $1,080 per month. I used that money, however, to pay down some debts, $12K worth, and also take advantage of increasing my income with the diversified cash flow account. So now I am my own bank.
Okay, so let's freeze. Let's freeze. Anthony, I don't know if it was me, but she broke up on my end a little bit, but this is what I heard. Her credit score went up over 100 points. Is that right, Deborah? Give me a thumbs up, right? From the 5s to the 6s, and you're on your way to the 7s. I also heard that you are now your own bank. If I'm not misunderstanding, you are now become your own bank, so you're borrowing money from yourself. I also heard that you paid off some debt. I think you said you've given yourself a $12,000 per year pay raise because your taxes are down and you paid off some debt. So it looks like to me $149 a month was worth it. Did I hear that through the static?
Excellent. Yes, sir. Every penny.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Dr. Roselle, you up in the DMV. That is DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm looking to come up there sometimes in September. I'm trying to work out some kinks. Dr. Roselle, come off mute and talk to me, man. Why are you so excited?
I'm so excited, Mr. Binky. First of all, can you hear me okay?
I can.
Outstanding. Well, first of all, this opportunity is something that I have never seen before. You know, I've had some successes in the past in the industry, but I've never seen something that had all the tools to wealth creation in one place. I'm excited about this DCA, this diversified cash flow account that is on my way. I being my own bank and being able to borrow against myself with uninterrupted compound interest. That's a wealth principle that people don't know about. And I'm excited about that, getting paid daily. And hey, the best is yet to come. So I'm excited.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You pioneering the whole DMV area along with Miss Tia Glenn and Gail Andrews and Mr. Tyne. I'm excited about that whole area. The Atlantic region is buzzing. Cynthia Brain, her whole team is just buzzing. So it's time for me to come up there, man. We're going to pull everybody together, and I'm coming soon to a DMV near you. You ready?
You are welcome. Let's get...
Oh, wait. Come off mute, Dr. Roselle. You talking. Come off mute. Say it again.
No, I was just simply saying success is voluntary. You deserve it. Let's go.
Let's get it. Miss Tia, you opened up the whole meeting today and again did a great job the other day. Talk to me real quick. What did the membership do for you?
Absolutely, Brian. Well, the membership helped me increase my credit score from the mid 700s to an 828. So I'm on my way to the 850 club. My husband and I were able to refinance our home at the beginning of COVID and lock in a 2% interest rate. And that's going to save us over $270,000 in interest. We're going to be paying off that mortgage in 12 years instead of 30. And most importantly, they took Uncle Sam way out my pocket from paying Uncle Sam 5 figures to now we got a refund. I am excited about this membership and what it is doing for my family. I have been paying my children and putting money aside for their legacy and their future. I just can't say enough about MWR. I am jacked out of my mind. And if you don't get this membership, I don't know what to say, Brian.
You know what? I'm going to start real quick before we wrap up these last 3. I want you to tell people what you do for a living. Why would somebody that does what you do this? What you do for a living?
I am a controller, which I control the money in my firm and tell the CFO how he can spend money. And so these are principles I was never taught.
Welcome to the private side. Guys, she tells the CFO what to do at their firm, and she's implementing these things in their household because now the doors have been unlocked. Anthony Day, talk to me real quick, man. We can't hear you, Anthony. You're off mute, but we can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
Okay. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to speak to everybody. I'll make this really quick. I started out in business when I was 17 years old, and I was doing pretty good for myself, I thought. And then when I got to the point of about 30, I didn't have anything to really show for what I was earning per year, which was around $150,000 a year. Okay. Now that I've met NWR, I've learned the concepts of how money works. I'm now debt free thanks to the experts. My credit score has increased to an 832 as of yesterday. And I utilized the experts with the instant pay raise, and now I'm receiving $300 a month back into my paychecks. And I'm using that money towards my private reserve account, which now I own my own bank with my ORI of 8%. My business is self-funded, so it's all profit at this point. And I'm sharing this information in my community, and I'm helping people stop suffering in silence. And I'm really enjoying this.
I love it. What you do for a living? What industry?
Let's see. I'm actually a police officer.
There you go. Okay, that's easy enough. So we got police officers, we got controllers who handle CFO accounts. Now let's talk to an educator. Vonda, what do you do? What level do you teach? Why would an educator, Vonda, want to look at Make Wealth Real? Why would an educator want this? Oh, come on, mute. There you go.
Good evening, Mr. Bean. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my testimony. I've taught for the past 23 years and I love it, but Birmingham City Schools pays their educators once a month. And that was challenging for a moment. But since I've been with this company, this amazing company, the residual income between $600 to $1,500 a month has been life-changing. It allowed me to snowball $25,000 worth of debt, 3 credit cards and 1 small loan. And you know what happens when you're paying your debt off, your credit score is going up. Credit score has gone up 125 points. Recently, I received an email from Allstate saying my insurance will decrease by $660 a year. So the numbers are steadily climbing with the residual income, getting out of debt. $25,000 has been amazing. More importantly, Mr. Bean, the expert shaved 15 years off my home. I was excited about the 15 years, but earlier I talked to a dear friend. The interest I'm saving on my home, $92,700. That's amazing.
So let's do a quick summary. You are a teacher by profession. What level? Education?
Yes, sir. 3rd grade.
I mean elementary?
Elementary, yes, sir.
Okay. You adjusted your W-4 and got back how much per month?
$800 a month. $9,600 a year. That's pretty good for a teacher.
An extra $800 a month came back into your household.
Yes, sir.
You used that money and paid off how much in debt?
$25,000 worth of debt since I joined this company 4 years ago.
Gone. And your credit score increased by how much?
125 points.
And being an educator, you not only got an extra $800 a month back from your paycheck because of the taxes, you now make between $600 and $1,500 a month residually in your paycheck.
Yes, sir.
I mean, in our commissions.
Yes. I love it.
Now do me a favor, give it up. Come on, people, and give it up for every educator in the country who needs to hear this.
Yes, come on, let's go.
Vonda says she's passing out bills. I want you guys to hear from one of our champion award belt winning generals, this gentleman. When you guys see anybody wearing a belt that looks like this, it means corporate has actually recognized them as somebody that's made a major stride in their finances. I'm about to transition and show you guys how we earn as much as $15,000 per day. But I wanted to overload you guys with testimonies tonight to show you that we are making wealth real. Richard Harden, what you do for a living, man? Give us a little bit about your background and give me the 60-second version. Come on, mute for me. You should be able to go now.
Here we go. Can you hear me okay?
You good, big guy? How you feel?
Man, fantastic. And getting better all the time. The blessing with this particular community is being around people that are focused on building net worth and cash flow. And for me, this was a game changer, meaning it wasn't what I was looking for. By profession, I'm a technology specialist with Microsoft on their Enterprise Dynamics suite. That's a software that Microsoft sells that most people don't know about. and it turns out that working with the experts just on that first tier, the tax reduction helped me increase my paycheck from my job by $1,272 per month. which I used in conjunction with the debt elimination system to knock out $52,000 in credit card debt, meaning the money that I needed to create wealth was coming to me. It was just going out to other people. So they helped me get that back. Just those two moves helped me increase my cash flow around our house by $4,000 a month. With the credit score increase, got up from the 700s into an 810 to an 834. And with that refinance, was able to reduce the mortgages on both this house where I live and my other rental property down from the 5% to the 3%. It's about a $500 move per. So that was $6,000 of extra cash that helped me fund my own bank. So my private reserve account right now is outperforming the 401k that I started 2 years before because it never loses money.
That's right.
And then you add to it the fact that I just tell people about what happened to me. And like when I say, instead of bashing the things that you hate, promote the things that you love, promote the concept of wealth. Pay me $100, $120 a day. So that's an extra $3,000 to $4,000 a month just for sharing the miracle that's happened in our lives. And I want to put that in perspective because even before I found the extra digit movement and Make Wealth Real, I was a real estate investor. And on a rental property, I'd average $250 per month per property. This membership helped me pay off one property. So it went from $250 a month to $1,300 positive cash flow from that property. But I want you to understand this. This business, which was a $250 investment, still makes more than that house that was $100,000.
That's great. That's crazy, man. No shade on real estate. I got some real estate too, but you can't beat these residual checks. Am I right?
I'm just saying, as many passive streams as you can get.
That's it.
Low investment as you can get. It's just intelligent.
I appreciate it, man. The guy's Richard is a Duke graduate, valedictorian of his class. He got 2 degrees from Duke. He just told you he's basically like a computer or software engineer with Microsoft. He's killing it in the game, and I appreciate you, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Guys. I know y'all like, show me the money, show me the money. The money is very, very simple. We use testimonies like that. People wonder how I make the money that I make, how Charles and Judith Ivory are buying their new home, how Mr. Gerald Parker now has his vacation home in South Florida and just bought his new Mercedes-Benz and just increased his credit score by 128 points and eliminated $52,000 in debt. How I was able to own 20 acres in my condominium in Dubai. How do we do it? We became promoters. See, the experts are going to help you guys. But you can't be on this Zoom and tell me that some of the stuff you heard just now doesn't speak volumes. Some of the stuff you heard just now has to speak volumes. So we promote the business. So everybody add this to the chat. Plus 100 for an extra $100, not per month. Type plus 100 one time. An extra $100 one time. And now the same $149 per month. This is the most popular way that we start. The membership is one way, and that's fine. The most popular way that we start is the wealth promoter. You're already doing it anyway. When you add the $58 billion promoter industry, right? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all these things that we promote, restaurants, movies, anything you like, you tell somebody. And then you add $109 trillion financial industry. You mean to tell me you don't want to be part of the money industry, $100 trillion, $58 billion promoter business, and you get crushed right in the middle. So for an extra $100, now you're in 2 of the biggest industries on the planet, right? I just got tired of sharing TikTok videos, watching Facebook, going to Instagram, getting on YouTube, watching some influencer. Shoot, I can make my own money doing that. I got tired of promoting restaurants and movies and not getting a check. So we're going to use every medium you can think about. E-commerce, direct marketing, right? Like right now, this is direct marketing. Some friends told you about it. And social media. We're going to pay you about 6 different ways. And you can earn this $1 million residual ring that I'm wearing. Let me show you how. It's really simple, guys. It's really simple. The first thing we're going to do when you become a wealth promoter is we're going to show you how to get your membership paid for. The first tier is known as executive director. $5 per day because you referred 3 people to our business and you got 1 member. That means somebody that didn't want to make any money. They said, hey, I just like the membership. That's fine. So we really don't care if they're a member or want to promote the business. Either way, you now earn $150 a month. Now, if you do that and help those 3 people within 30 days, we cut you another bonus of $150. So that's called a momentum bonus. Now watch what happens. If you help those 3 individuals do the same thing, you now have 12 members on your team. Put this in the comments, guys. 12 equals $600 a month. 12 equals $600 a month. You now earn $20 a day, which is $600 a month, because you have 12 people on your team. You may not know 9 of them. You may not even know 7 of them. You don't know any of, you may not know but 3 of them. And now you earn a weekly check of $300 per week every time your team grows by 6. So now you got 12 people on your team, but you got an opportunity to make between, $600 and $1,800 a month. If you do that within 60 days, you earn another $450 bonus. If you hit executive director or 3-star executive director, you earn everything I've been talking about, but your daily check is up to $50 a day. You earn everything I've been talking about, but your infinity bonus is now $30 per person who joins per day. You earn everything I've been talking about, but if you do this within 90 days, you earn $900 extra dollars. Now, let me look you in the eye before you go. You mean to tell me, Brian, if I help 3 people within 30 days, I earn $150? Yes. 12 people, I won't know all of them. Within 60 days, I earn $450. Yes. A team of 36 people within 3 months, 90 days, I earn an extra $900. Yes. And those are just bonuses. You mean to tell me along the way, I can earn $300 per week and my team only has between 12 and 36 people in it? Yes. And you mean to tell me when I hit executive director star level 3, I earn $30 per person through infinity. Infinity means from now on, forevermore, unlimited depth. Everybody in your team, you have the potential. Now that you're a 3-star executive director, it goes all the way up from 30 to 150 per person. And you add a minimum of $50 per day, which is $1,500 a month. And guess what? How did I get to 5-figure months? I just rinse and repeat that process. Look at this, guys. It goes all the way to $15,000 a day. Those $30 bonuses go all the way to $150 per person. Y'all see that? See this 30? You can earn 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, all the way up to $150 per person. You're still earning $300 per week every time 6 people join your organization. And you can make as much as $15,000 per day. Do you all know before we go, when I first joined this company, the most you can make per day on the daily guarantee, the cap, right? Your cap was $1,000 a day. Mr. Brian House has now increased it to $15,000 per day. And there are people on this call, on the Zoom right now, that are having 5-figure weeks and 5-figure months because of this business. Between our investments and our compensation plan and our credit scores, you can't lose. Between the government being in our pocket, our trust funds, we have trust fund babies now. My 19-year-old, he doesn't even realize how set he is because of this company. You can't lose. And let me guess, y'all still talking about the $149 or the $100 upgrade on all of this value? So I'm gonna do a training tonight before we get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna take a break, but I'm gonna show you guys something, right? We're gonna train you every step of the way. Brian, what's the support look like? How do we do it? I'm gonna teach you guys step by step tonight with a new training I wrote called How to Earn 5 Figures a Week or per month. So stick around for the Zoom details. It's gonna be right here, right? Tomorrow at 7:25, the millennials will have their conversation. It's not even a presentation. I'm gonna have some of our millennials on the Zoom, this same Zoom tomorrow at 7:25. So it's an hour earlier, Eastern, 6:25 Central. Join this exact same Zoom as we launch our M2 campaign tomorrow. Millennials, roughly anybody between 22 and 36 right now. Bring the youngsters out. We're not even allowed on that Zoom if you're above 36. I'm gonna let some of our top producer millennials help other people their age get this message in their language. So listen, guys, I gotta go. You guys want to stick in the private, in the public side of the information, or you want to join the private side? On the public side, what are you doing, right? You're earning a living. You know how that works. It's okay. It's honorable. But is that what you want to keep doing? Or you want to create a lifestyle for yourself, like the top 5% of the population who gets this private information? So you can have all the resources, or you can just have some. Your choice is yours. You want everything we talked about, or do you want some of the stuff we talked about? Get with the person who invited you during the break. All right. Let them know if you want to be a number one. Everything included, including the membership and the compensation plan, which includes the bonuses, the daily checks, the infinity bonuses, the $1 million residual ring, the momentum bonuses, all of that. Or you just want the membership on the right. So what I'm going to do, I want you to come back here at 9:45. I'm going to take a 30-minute break. All right. A 30-minute break. Everybody get with the person who invited you, who introduced you, and get your link from them and let them know whether you're a 1 or 2. They'll call you during the 30-minute break. At 9:45, those who are serious, come back. All right? I want you to come. In fact, I want you to come back at 9:30, right? Let me correct this. I want you to come back at 9:30 because I got some extra information I'm gonna give you guys for our promotion. We got a big cruise promotion. We got a big momentum bonus reset that's going on. I'm gonna take a 10-minute break. So I want y'all to come on back here. I'm just gonna take a 10-minute break and y'all can join this exact same Zoom. So not 9:45. Take a look at the new time. Boom, boom. We'll try to come back at 9:30. You got 10 minutes to sign up. Come back right here in 10 minutes. This is being recorded. Same password, same Zoom. As soon as this recording burns out, I'm going to start the training at 9:30. Sign up during the break. God bless. You guys have a great night. Thanks for your time.
Recording stopped.